Well, we want to say congratulations on your success first and foremost.
Thank you.
It's rising, rising, and rising. You mentioned earlier that you felt like Jay was kind of meticulous. He was, he kind of thought things through and his choices in the way that he moved. What are your thoughts on his marriage? Do you feel like that was love maybe? Or do you feel like that was maybe a meticulous move for his success in moving up in his world? Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts?
I don't know too much about the entertainment side. I just think that was the best match for the entertainment.
Any man?
Yeah. Well, nah. It's quite a few more before her.
Quite a few more.
Yeah, it's a lot more before her. You skipped over Maya. Maya got away.
And I say that because the internet. Yeah. The internet gonna do the math.
Right.
And the math don't be mathing.
Right.
When it comes to that age.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I think that was he needed that.
Age is $1 billion.
Huh?
I'm just saying when she talk about age is $1 billion.
So I guess it was a good look for both of them.
The only person that could probably have this conversation with him is probably Beyonce.
And why you think by now she ain't say that? But Jay, who is this DeHaven? You understand what I'm saying?
Probably now.
You understand? She has to be like, who is this DeHaven? Because this shit he throwing up is facts.
When DeHaven opened up about Jay-Z and Bey, the internet lit up like wildfire. He didn't just drop hints or vague accusations, he laid down claims that had everyone questioning the authenticity of one of the most iconic power couples in the entertainment industry. His statements were raw, unapologetic, and loaded with implications about Jay-Z and Bey's marriage, their personal lives, and even their ties to Sean Diddy Combs it. Wasn't just tea, it was an entire pot boiling over.
You know it's family. I see it. You do know this. You do hold this. So how could all of this, I don't know what women's place be now.
Right.
But you can't hide this. I'm quite sure she went in the bathroom and looked at this shit and been like, man, the fuck?
Right.
You know how girls talk? Girls talk like that, right? You think Kelly ain't say, girl, look, B, you see this guy right here? Yeah. And he kind of handsome and cute too, look. You know what I'm saying? Shit, nah, man.
Yeah, I agree, like, as a good wife. You're going to want to know information, not only just to know it, but to protect. Right. At the end of the day, like, when you marry, like, your spouse is your first line of defense to advise and to whatever. So yeah, if it's like nothing has been said yet, that would be weird. Cause it's
and be honest, a nigga shut you down and be like, stay out of nigga shit. Stay off that street shit. Just cause you his wife.
Yeah, but they've been married for a long time. And this is big.
She said it like, it's gonna nag her to death.
No, like, it'd be different if like they wasn't married or maybe they just fresh or maybe he was still in that life.
Right.
But nah.
But this has been going on for years. So she been knowing. When she saw the YouTube, she probably was like, who this? When I was looking, then it really did look like I was just an angry, disjointed guy, whatever. Listen, he brushed it off. But as this shit keep growing and shit keep getting more facts, and she steady like, wait a minute.
And if he's still on that, don't worry about it, that would make me concerned. Like,
exactly.
What?
Like,
nah. It gotta be something. If you telling me not to worry about it and you're not just telling me like, hey man, this is what it is. That leaves
DeHaven, a name that might not ring bells, for everyone has a long history with Jay-Z. He's the kind of person who knows where the skeletons are buried, because in some cases, he probably helps dig the holes. Over time, DeHaven has grown more vocal about his grievances, and this time, he didn't hold back. He spoke candidly about how Jay-Z's calculated moves, including his marriage to Bey, may have been less about love and more about strategy. And honestly, it makes you wonder how much of what we see is real and how much is just a carefully crafted facade.
Seeing the album is just a freedom for couples who have gone through something.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's almost a cliche, the celebrity couple, they get together, they break up, I'm like, well, who else are they gonna go out with? But for some reason, you took an unprecedented stand to fight for this marriage. I mean, to fight for it and to put it all out there. What is it about this marriage that's so special that you would fight this hard to save it?
Well, it's my soulmate. It's the person I love, you know. And you can be in love with someone. You can love someone and and if you haven't experienced love and you don't understand it and you don't have the tools to move forward, then you're gonna have complications, period. And if you can either address it or you can pretend until it blows up at some point. And, you know, for us, we chose to fight for our love, for our family, to give our kids a different outcome. You see, you know, to break that cycle. For Black men and women, you know, to see a different outcome. Like you were saying, it's not this celebrity couple. We were never a celebrity couple. We were a couple who just happened to be celebrities.
That's beautiful.
Like real people.
Yeah. What advice would you have for men who have caused pain in marriages? I mean, it's easy. I mean, somebody like
beautiful. You know, in our case,
that's a level of strength really on both sides. I mean, if the shoe had been on the other foot, you know, if the transgressions had been on her side, do you think you would be able to be as forgiving of her as she was of you?
I hope. Again, because I love her the same way. No matter what side, I love her the same way. I pray that I will, because her strength and her, you know, man, she's the strongest woman I know. Like her and my mother, they battling for number one.
Beautiful. I just want to say to you, you are blazing a trail, you know, for a lot of us to follow. But, you know, financially, culturally, you know, the idea of confession could save so much pain and suffering in politics and every place else. I honor you. You know, one of the guys said, you know, just make sure to ask him before he leaves, you know, is he in the Illuminati? And I said, no, I'm not gonna ask that, but are you?
I'm in the new Illuminati.
That's good. Let's give it up for Sean and JayZ.
Let's unpack this, shall we, when asked about Jay-Z's marriage to Beyoncé. DeHaven didn't mince words. He acknowledged Jay-Z's meticulous nature, his ability to think 10 steps ahead, and his knack for making decisions that benefit his brand and empire. But then he dropped the bomb. Was this marriage one of those strategic moves? According to DeHaven, it seems like the union between Jay-Z and Bey and Say wasn't just about love, but about power, influence, and billion-dollar optics. And that's a pill too. Swallow for fans who've idolized them as the epitome of relationship goals.
Taping me out there, I just don't know where it's gonna pop up.
Tape! So there's a video circulating out there. I've seen it today, actually. But you speaking.
I'm on a Diddy tape.
Say it again.
I'm on a Diddy tape.
Which one?
What?
That person I was just speaking of. I was there with her.
So she's saying that she was on a Diddy tape. What's up, everybody? It's your boy AT2. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the video. Also, I want to say this too. Shout out to all the blogs who've been reposting my video. Let me tell you, this wasn't supposed to start out as like an expose of Jaguar Wright and her many lies. This originally was all like, hey, I remember she said she was a victim of Jay-Z, and so I started bringing up some old content where she claims to be a victim of Jay-Z. And like you'll see in this video, she claims to be on tape with Sean Carter, not Trevor Green.
That Star is trying to convince all of you to run with about me saying that Sean Carter did that to me. That wasn't Sean Carter. The man that did that to me, his name was Trevor Green. He was Jamaican.
But you said Sean Carter in the video.
No, I did not.
That's what Sean Carter done to me. That's what Sean Carter done to me. That's what Sean Carter done to me.
Sean Carter, Jay-Z himself. Let's go ahead and get into it.
The clips I seen, I think on Facebook, you know, you were talking about you attended a couple of Diddy's parties.
Yeah.
Care to elaborate just a little bit if you can, or you want to go deep? Go deep. Shit.
I mean, honestly, I went to be nosy and I went to go make sure that my workers were working. I kept people in those parties. I still got people that go to Diddy parties. People keep forgetting I was a dominatrix. People keep forgetting I'm a sex worker. People keep forgetting I had my own book. I just wasn't trying to Heidi Fleiss it.
Now listen, I didn't finish college, and my parents are very upset about that because they ended up paying back that loan. However, I don't think I need a degree to figure out something is wrong with this picture. First, you're admitting to being a madam. Secondly, you're admitting to basically ushering people in from your black book to these Diddy parties where illegal activity was going on. Oh, Jack, you going to jail.
And to be in certain places, which gave me the reason to keep people on my list. At my table.
DeHaven didn't stop there. He brought up an interesting point about Jay-Z's past relationships, subtly hinting that Bey wasn't the only one who could have been by his side. He even mentioned Maya, suggesting that there were other women who got away before JayZ and Beyoncé became a thing. And here's where things get even messier. The timeline of their relationship doesn't seem to add up perfectly, at least according to DeHaven. He pointed out how the internet is quick to do the math, and when it comes to Jay and Beyoncé's story, the math don't be maving. That's a bold statement, right?
TV system that cost 150,000.
You know what I was gonna ask you, Jack? How the hell do you know all this stuff? Is that how?
Really expensive things. We know that our pop.
Let me show you a little something that I don't show most people.
Consider dropping the bond amount from 20,000 each count.
Lovely timepiece, isn't it?
Has been charged.
Yeah, lovely.
Hold on, let's get in on that.
I'm trying to hold on, let me remember how to do this. I'm gonna zoom in. So
hold on a second. There you go.
There you go.
Magic update about a woman.
You don't see me wear it often.
The woman who was declared
right.
If you see me wearing this, though, you should be worried.
And sexually assaulted in the
Can you speak about the significance behind that watch, if you can?
Well, that's not a watch, that's a camera.
Attempted murder. The charges could increase due to the victim's death.
Yeah.
So what you're telling us is that you have a watch that's actually a camera where you're recording these crimes, and you have not turned that into the feds? Oh yeah, somebody call the Southern District of New York right now because we need that watch. If you really got these crimes recorded on your watch, we need that watch. Yep.
Trying to intimidate witnesses.
The question is, how many of those cameras do I have?
Nicole.
And how many different variations do I have them? You want to know what's awesome about technology? Little hidden cameras like that? I'm going to be able to rig them up so I can go live.
Miriam Haley.
You know what the sad part is? Jaguar tells so many lies that she probably forgot about this video. Trust me, she's going to be angry when she sees this one.
During a news conference, Weinstein's attorney accused Haley of lying.
But a whole spy.
That video drop of him beating up Cassie. What was your first thought? Like, what'd you think? Like, there you go.
I was triggered instantly.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Because I remember when that happened to me. Running out of that hotel room with a sheet. And he came out and he grabbed me by my hair and he dragged me back. And
wow.
He just hit the shit out of me until I stopped fighting. And then he had his way.
Whoa.
Like I told you guys before, Jag does these dramatic pauses when she's telling some kind of trauma story that she done made up on the spot. And that's literally what she's doing right now. Notice she did not say a name yet, but she will in a minute. Get ready for it.
My debt. And I'm going to collect what's owed to me in my own way. Y'all don't want nothing to do with that. Trust me. You don't want me to say that.
Ooh, yeah.
Not today.
Respect.
Yeah.
Now here's where Bey and Say comes into the picture. DeHaven suggested that Bey, as any wife, would must have questions. Think about it. If someone from your spouse's past is making these claims, wouldn't you want to know the truth? DeHaven painted a vivid picture of Ban sitting in her bathroom, looking in the mirror and questioning everything. And let's not forget her inner circle. Surely someone like Kelly Rowland or other close friends would have nudged her, saying, "Girl, have you seen this? What's going on?" It's hard to imagine these conversations haven't happened behind closed doors.
Well, are you surprised that Diddy did not get a bail? Like, he's in jail right now as we're speaking.
I am surprised that Diddy didn't get a bail, and I think probably he was surprised that he didn't get a bail. And I think that I love how you went from Cube and then you're like, are you just your transition game is crazy.
Oh, it's insane. I'm the best at this.
I'm surprised that Diddy didn't get a bail, but I don't think right now, based on what I know and based on what I see, I don't think, unless there's a real twist and turn to the plot, I don't think he's coming out of jail again. I don't think, I'm surprised he didn't get a bail, but once they kept him in jail, he ain't getting a bail.
Well, right, because there's witness tampering. He called one of the witnesses like 55 times in a day.
Since he's been in jail?
128 times. No, but before he went to jail, there was, because what had happened was Dawn Richard, who used to be part of Danity Kane, filed a lawsuit.
Right.
And in the lawsuit, she mentioned her group mate, Kalina Harper, a bunch of, like 33 times. So Diddy called Kalina 128 times, and then Kalina wrote up a statement saying that I don't agree with all this stuff and I've never seen all the stuff that, Dawn mentioned. I never seen Diddy hit Cassie, whatever. But the fact that he called that many times shows witness tampering. And, basically that's what they're saying, that he's too dangerous to let out.
He's not getting out of jail. When I spoke to my friend who understands these things way better than me from experience, and he told me, he said, he probably was told, and his lawyers probably told 50-50. When you're Puffy and you come in, I got $50 million bail, and you're used to things going your way by hook or crook, they're like, all right, well, at least they're gonna give me fucking bail.
Yeah.
And then they went back to bail hearing again, and they said no, he's not getting out.
3 times.
3 times.
3 times.
Yeah,
he's gonna sit in jail. They're saying the trial.
And yet Beyoncé has remained silent. That silence is deafening. Is it loyalty, denial, or maybe, as DeHaven implied, JayZ has simply told her to stay out of it? According to him, it's not unusual for a man to shut down his wife's concerns with a stay off that street stuff kind of attitude. But this isn't just street stuff, it's their legacy, their image, and arguably their empire at stake.
25, but that's not gonna happen. It's gonna get pushed back. There's gonna be more charges. There's gonna be more witnesses. The civil lawsuits are wild. There was this new guy that popped up that basically said that Puffy face fucked him in the back of a Macy's. You heard this one?
I didn't hear about the face fucking.
Yes.
I didn't hear about
the face fucking lawsuit right now.
There's a face fucking lawsuit, right? So face fucking is the new baby oil.
I guess so.
Face fucking's an ill term, you just said. That's a wild term, face fucking.
Face fucking. Yeah, this guy who worked for Echo at the time, I guess, ran into Puffy in the stockroom of a Macy's right here, right down the street, the flagship store. Puffy had 3 security guards with him, and he basically made this guy drop to his knees and give him oral sex.
Damn.
With the 3 security guards watching.
Damn.
I'm sure they're looking at each other and go like, man, they don't pay me enough for this shit. Like,
yeah, I'd be like, yo, man, fuck
tomorrow.
this shit, man. It's got to be another rapper I can work for. I'll work security, Madison Square Garden. This is too much, man. At what point is it? Like, I know it's good, but this is crazy. We get the yachts and occasional, the second and third chick, but this is at a certain point, it's like, come on, man. I've had enough. Face fucking. You get me heating up the baby oil. This is. Come on, man. I'm just supposed to be like a security guard pushing people away, like, fending off autograph seekers.
Here's where things take an even darker turn. DeHaven didn't just question the authenticity of their marriage, he also hinted at their involvement in Diddy's infamous parties. The ones rumors about these gatherings have been circulating for years. They're allegedly filled with celebrities engaging in activities that range from the wild to the downright scandalous. DeHaven's allegations suggested that JayZ and Beyoncé weren't just attendees, but might have been more deeply involved than anyone suspected.
How did it feel? How did Puffy react when Biggie was killed?
He was distraught, but he was in a daze, because I don't think that he thought it could happen. Because I told him before we left, and we go to this party, somebody gonna die tonight, bro. I got a phone call. I got a phone call by 3 credible sources. You understand? Chaz Williams over Black Hands, part of the Guerrilla Black Mafia.
Unique from Mecca Audio. And the dude that was running with Jodeci now. Now, if people tell you they're not going to a party, and it's supposed to be the lit party of the century, you see Mace didn't show up at the party because he knew something too. And where I could say Mace knew something because the people out in California, when Mace went to basketball game, they told him, we want Puff and we want Big. See, everybody do all these investigations and everything like that, and they don't listen to the people who were there. Like I said before, there were people who wanted Big dead, and there were people who wanted Puff dead. You get it? Right. The people that wanted Puff dead, you understand, I thought was a dude from the Nation of Islam that we got into it at Soul Train, right? The people that thought they had something to do with Big Jake dying, which they didn't. That was a part of Death Row or the Bloods. Then you got the guys that Big, what was called the Dog Pound, the guys with the Dog Pound when Big was out there. He was in New York, and the Dog Pound was in New York doing a video.
Yeah.
Big made a phone call to the radio station. I don't know why they aired that shit today and said, yo, New York, y'all let the Dog Pound be in Red Hook and do a video. So now they want Big head. Yeah. That video shoot got shot up, bruh. Them bullets ain't have no names on it.
That's a Snoop Dogg video with
right.
Dog Pound in New York, New York.
Right. So you understand what I'm saying? All those people.
If you're a fan of conspiracy theories, this is where your mind starts spinning. Could these parties, these connections, and these relationships be part of something bigger? DeHaven's narrative hinted at a world where power players like JayZ and Beyoncé aren't just entertainers, but chess pieces in a much larger, more complicated game. And in that game, authenticity might not matter as much as appearances.
And the people who love Pac, when Pac came up there, they thought Big and them may have had something to do with that or whatever. So that's 5 different factions of people that may wanted somebody dead in Bad Boy. So now you get to this. Puff know what Mace told him. Mace ain't tell Big he had that conversation with Big. But I had a conversation with Big and them about coming around anywhere we go. Don't come to no parties, don't come nowhere, because it's like that.
And just because I don't know the full story, but Mace said he was with Brandy, the singer, or is this Brandy somebody else?
Mace said he was with Brandy, the singer. I was in a hotel room with Mace, with Brandy.
With Brandy, yeah.
Okay, so if you was hotel room with Brandy, why did you make the statement, Brandy called me trying to get me to go to the party? So was she next door to you? She was next to you, y'all both on y'all cell phones and shit? And she said, yo, Mace, we ought to go to the party. He said, Brandy, I'm not going to the party. If you with her, you gotta watch what people say. I'm not saying he wasn't with Brandy at some time, but was he with Brandy after Big got killed or before Big got killed? And this is the biggest party in the industry, the Vibe party.
But let's get back to the marriage angle, because that's where DeHaven really stirred the pot. He described a scenario that's both relatable and chilling. Imagine being in Beyonce's shoes. You've built this image of a perfect family, a loving husband, and an unshakable partnership. And then someone like DeHaven comes along claiming to have receipts. What do you do? Do you confront your spouse? Do you investigate quietly? Or do you do nothing hoping the storm will pass?